When we read a story or a poem, it is easy to get caught up in the action, tracking who did what and finding out what happens next. But how do we dig beneath the surface events to uncover the deeper meaning? The answer lies in the architecture of the text itself. Writers embed specific signals and structural choices throughout their work to guide our understanding. We call these techniques literary analysis tools. They are the instruments we use to understand ideas, appreciate the author's style, and expose underlying themes in any piece of writing. This means reading is an active investigation. Instead of passively absorbing a sequence of events, we are scrutinizing the text to synthesize the layers of meaning behind the literal words. Let's look at the foundational tools in this matrix. First are the structural elements: setting, which provides the time, place, and background; theme, the central idea of the text; plot, the specific sequence of events; and point of view, the angle from which the story is told. Next, we must distinguish between the individuals in the story and how they are built. A character is simply a person playing a role. Characterization, however, is the actual method the writer uses to develop and manage that character for the reader. Finally, we add the aesthetic elements to the matrix. This includes the atmosphere or mood, the emotional condition of the scene, and figurative language, encompassing comparative devices like metaphors, similes, and vivid imagery. These 8 tools form the essential baseline vocabulary required to critically analyze and discuss any piece of literature. Let's observe these tools in practice. Read this short excerpt and scan for indicators of time and space. The phrase "establishing time and location" is highlighted here, establishing our setting. Simultaneously, surrounding words identify the character, emotional mood, and visual imagery describing the environment. Remember, literary tools rarely work in isolation. A single sentence can simultaneously establish setting, develop characterization, and dictate mood, building a complete world. To practice identifying these elements, you will participate in a gallery walk. Working in mixed-ability groups, you will define specific literary tools, find concrete examples from stories or poems you know, and present your findings on posters for the class. You will also participate in the snowball game to test your recall. You will write a literary tool on a piece of paper, crumble it into a ball, and pass it around a circle to music. When the music stops, whoever is holding the snowball must unfold a layer and explain the term written inside. Now, let's execute a think, pair, share exercise. Pause the video and read this new excerpt. Work with a partner to identify the point of view, the setting, and the figurative language. Press play to check your findings against the highlighted answers. Engaging in collaborative discussion and peer teaching forces you to articulate these abstract concepts, which is the most effective way to solidify your personal understanding. This document outlines how your mastery will be assessed. For Level 1, you must identify literary tools. Level 2 requires you to explore an excerpt to identify tools like plot, setting, and point of view. Moving to Level 3, strategic reasoning, the requirements become more rigorous. You must actively differentiate among plot, setting, and point of view, using a pictorial demonstration with examples from a prescribed text. Finally, the capstone challenge for Level 4 demands extended thinking and reasoning. You will apply your knowledge of plot structure to independently write an exposition paragraph for a text of your choosing. Setting, theme, plot, point of view, character, characterization, mood, and figurative language. This week serves to provide surface-level explanations to familiarize you with these 8 concepts, laying a foundation for much deeper exploration in the coming weeks. This concludes today's lesson. Continue observing how writers use literary tools to shape meaning, and prepare to explore these tools more deeply in future lessons. See you in the next class.